Are you ready to change your story? Chances are you're stuck in an endless loop of a story that no longer serves you. It's time to embrace the new love story of you. I'm a mother and an entrepreneur. There's a chance that you are too. If you're ready to go on this journey of elevation with me while embracing the love story of you, your goals, doubts, fears, and desires, well, I'm here for it. Go grab your tea, your wine, your water, or whatever. Now it's time for you to be Confidence on Stilettos. Hey, Boss Beauties. It is your host, Laketta. And today is something special that I am releasing out. It's an interview that I had with the amazing Poe from the Art of Poe Media. And we got into a discussion in reference to my Makei beauty brand. So as many of you know, not only do I have Confidence on Stilettos, the goal planning and motivational business, but I also started with, my beauty business, which is where I help women show up bigger, braver, and bolder in life and in business, but through the skin and through, makeup. So we decided to finally sit down and just have a candid discussion about how the brand became, how it's going, and just things that's going on in the world and how that pertains to the Makei beauty brand. So I just wanted to, share this moment with you guys, especially those aspiring to start businesses or just start anything in general. Like, it starts small. Always start small. And I always tell people that micro equals macro. So make those micro steps because they're going to result into macro reaping. So without further ado, here's the interview.
Welcome to 365 Days of Praise, a series exploring the various contributions of people of color in the greater Tampa Bay area and beyond. This recurring program will highlight the work of community leaders, entrepreneurs, activists, educators, organizers, artists, and professionals striving towards the enlightenment and progress of those in the Black community and our willing allies. Hello, everybody. I'm Poe, and today I have with you a special guest named Laketta Willis. Hello, Laketta.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Nice to have you on the show.
Thanks
and we
for
hope to have
having
a great interview with you.
Absolutely.
So, to start things off, tell us a little bit about your company, Makei Beauty.
Okay, so Makei Beauty is a skincare beauty brand that specializes in hyperpigmentation and restoring the overall skin barrier. So essentially what we're doing is we're just restoring the natural radiance that all skin have. But our overall mission is to promote mental health and wellness by creating simplistic skincare systems that encourages you to take those moments in the day, whether those moments be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, just to unplug from your day-to-day activities, just to care about yourself. But the end result, what we want to do is to change the narratives around beauty standards. So beauty standards tell us that we have to be perfect. We have to have perfect bodies, flawless skin. Everything has to be poised and polished. And what we're trying to do is to let everyone know that it's okay to have imperfections in your skin. It's okay to not have the perfect body. But what we want you to have is a healthy mind, healthy skin, and a healthy lifestyle.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. We need businesses like that. We need people like you in the community. And that's awesome to hear. So a little bit about your business. So let us know a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Where were you raised?
Okay, so born and raised in Tampa, Florida, of course. Grew up in the Grant Park area, Tampa Terrace area. Of course, being raised by a single parent, we moved around a lot. So University Mall area is where I spent a lot of my time at. But Grant Park and Tampa Terrace was like the stumping grounds in my early childhood.
Okay. So you've been here all your life. I wasn't born in Tampa. I came in here like the fourth grade, but I've been here longer than anywhere else I've been in my whole life.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of things change in the city, for good and for the bad.
Yeah.
And I know that you've seen it too. What do you think about the overall state of Tampa right now? Its growth, where it is now compared to how it used to be, the good, the bad, and different. What do you think about? What do you see us at now?
I mean, the world changed. The pandemic happened, so the world changed. Tampa is totally different to me than what it was when I was growing up. So, I mean, with anything, you're not going to go with the flow, but you're going to adapt and you're going to change the things that you want to see changed. And I think that's what we all should be doing.
That's okay. I'm with you on that. On that. So you have your business. You've had it for some years, but before that, you were working at, say, a traditional 9-to-5, I assume, like a lot of people do.
Absolutely.
But tell us about that transition from leaving that traditional 9-to-5 job and going into your business as an entrepreneur. How was that? How did that go about?
I mean, it was hard. It was a hard decision to make, considering, again, like you said, it was traditional income. So like where your money was coming from all the time.
Right.
So, but it was a 2-year strategy plan that I had before I left my 9-to-5 to give me the courage. So every year is something I would say to myself is I'm working full time in my business. I'm working full time in my business. I'm no longer working. I'm working full time in my business. But eventually I was working full time in my business. And I did get the courage to leave, but considering that of course, I was married at the time, I had kids, I had to plan for the bad things that would happen, the inevitable things that would happen. Healthcare, but I didn't think about healthcare, but I did think about other things as far as, what it would take to continue to run my household. But that was that's a 2-year span before I even decided to leave.
Right. So with that being said, with children and, not having that traditional income that is guaranteed and going to your own business, it can be scary.
Absolutely.
When was it, or was it a particular moment, or when did you know that, hey, this is the right decision, I made the right decision? How long did it take for you to have that moment?
It took 3 months. It took about 3 months. The third month, and of course, it was still a scary transition still at that point, because you're still in that transitional moment when you're just 3 months, 90 days out from a traditional income. But the one thing that I want everyone to know is that Makei Beauty didn't start as a skincare brand. It started as a makeup artistry brand. So when I left my 9-to-5, I primarily was leaving my 9-to-5 to do makeup on an ongoing basis. But that's something I feel that God used as the vehicle to give me the courage to leave my 9-to-5. And once I got out here in these entrepreneurial streets, He revealed other gifts and talents within me that gave me confidence, that gave me courage. And I knew at that moment, I feel it feels scary, but I feel free at the same time. So
that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to take it back to a dramatic event that affected everybody across the whole world. Late 2019, started hearing whispers of a new disease coming out,
right.
COVID-19.
Absolutely.
2020, the pandemic, so to say, was officially started. It affected the whole world. We're still trying to recover from it. How did the COVID-19 pandemic affect you personally and affect your business specifically, moreover?
As far as personally and business, I think they overlap each other.
Right. Okay.
So by 1,000%, it affected it. Like, I'm a beauty entrepreneur, so therefore, and I was in the makeup game, so I'm traveling doing makeup, so therefore, you're in people's face, like, all the time. So a lot of us creatives, makeup artists, photographers, videographers, those who's right up in your face, we took a hit. We couldn't do business. We couldn't make money in the sense of how we were making it before. So at that point, I think it was bittersweet, the pandemic for me. The sweetness of it, though, is it made me think about business in a whole nother way. I had to become an innovator. So some of the things that I thought about as far as questions to myself is, do I want to have to physically show up to make my money? And that was a no for me. Because look, now we're in this pandemic. I cannot physically show up, so therefore I cannot make money. So that's when the skincare brand was created. That's when Makei Lashes was created. Okay. But again, the bitter part of it is a lot of family members were lost. And we took that large hit, and jobs were lost. You know, we're still in this sense recovering as far as jobs for others and things like that. So.
Well, that's awesome that you were able to do that and to adapt. Again, it affected all of us in some way, shape, or form. It's still affecting us, and to be able to strive and move on is definitely an amazing thing to do. So I commend you on that. So with that being said, what are some of the big business lessons that you've learned throughout your years?
Big business lessons, is many of them, but going back to the pandemic, I think the biggest lessons that I learned as far as business is to be able to start over and pivot at any moment in your business and in your life. Don't be afraid to start over and pivot, and everything is figure outable. So, no matter what you're faced with in life, you should be able to figure it out. Just slow down, process it, write it out on pen and paper if you have to, but everything is figure outable, but never be afraid to start over and pivot.
That's a great answer. And I think that is a good time to take a little brief intermission, and we'll get back with you. Thanks, Laketta. We'll continue this interview in short order. We'll be back.
In a world that never stops, your skin deserves a moment of timeless care. Welcome to Makei Beauty, where the pursuit of ageless beauty meets the artistry of self-love. At Makei Beauty, we believe in the poetry of aging gracefully. Our skincare line is a symphony of nature's wonders and scientific innovation crafted to orchestrate a radiant transformation. Immerse yourself in the luxury of our Skin Love Serum. Our star performer, the exquisite elixir, is designed to not only defy the passage of time, but to enhance the luminosity that resides within you. Picture a world where fine lines are whispers of wisdom and every wrinkle tells a story of resilience. Makei Beauty invites you to embrace the journey and celebrate the beauty of every chapter of your life. Our commitment to your skin's vitality is unwavering. We blend the finest botanical extracts with breakthrough scientific advancements to create a range that goes beyond skincare. It's an art to aging gracefully. Every smile line deserves shine, and every moment deserves to be lived in your most radiant skin. Shop Makei Beauty at www.makeibeauty.com, and that's www.makeibeauty.com, where we're unlocking beauty boxes on a daily basis. Elevate your beauty to a timeless masterpiece, which is your canvas of radiance.
All right, Laketta, welcome back. So let's go into the depth of the different services that your company, Makei Beauty, offers.
Okay, so Makei Beauty is not service-based right now.
Okay.
It's product-based.
Okay.
So, but we are hoping to reopen the services in 2025.
Okay.
So we're trying to reestablish that.
All right.
But as far as the product-based,
okay.
We do have skin bar soaps, and we have skin cleansers, body butters.
Okay.
We have face oil serums.
Okay.
So we have all of that on the shop, on the online shop right now. So.
Okay. And are these some samples that we see right here behind us?
These are the body butters. These are the face oils. We have some of the scrubs in the back. We have the Goodness Gracious cleanser there, and then we have some of the bars here. So, yeah, but we're still growing, and we're still formulating. So.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Yes. That's awesome. All right. So, with that being said, how would you define success?
Oh my goodness. Of course, success is defined differently for everyone.
Right.
But for me, it's living an intentional life.
Okay.
With a foundation of service. So you can't be successful in life if you're not coming with the servant's heart. So that's how I would define success for myself.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. So let's see. Throw something else at you. If you could spend an hour with anyone in the world, currently living,
okay,
an hour,
okay,
who would it be?
Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty. I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar offhand with
Okay, so he's a life coach.
Okay.
So he's someone that I discovered during like a very difficult season of my life.
All right.
And he basically was a monk, and his meditation processes is what I gravitated towards, and I discovered him during, I'm going to say like I said, during that season, mostly during the pandemic.
Okay.
And I mean, he's an awesome person.
Okay.
Has that servant's heart. So look him up, y'all. Look him up. Jay Shetty.
Okay. Maybe you can be the next Jay Shetty for somebody.
I know that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so where do you look to for inspiration, or who, or what inspires you?
Inspiration is all around us.
Okay.
You know, I can be out for my daily walk and get inspired. A color could inspire me. What I'm eating could inspire me, but also Pinterest.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Pinterest is where I go to for a lot of my inspiration.
Okay. Well, let's see. We're on 365 days of praise, so I have to throw this question out. What does blackness mean to you? I mean, in general, especially now in this climate that we're in, we're going into an election. We're in Florida. A lot of things have gone down. A lot of things are trying to go down.
Yeah.
With all that being said, what is blackness?
I mean, that's a tough one, because personally to me, I don't feel that we can define blackness, because then you're boxing it in.
Okay.
So what I would say blackness is, to me, blackness to me would be the vibrancy of our courage to overcome anything that's thrown our way. It could be our identity in the black community. It also could be, just our resilience, our creativity, just the way that we live life. It's a lifestyle for me. So I believe that blackness does need oxygen to be able to be creative, to be able to grow. So I wouldn't say that it can be defined. I would say that it's a lifestyle.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a very, very, very good answer. So what is your ultimate goal with your company? What do you want to do? If you could, have all the time that you had to put into your company, into the people, where do you want to be?
I mean,
when it's all said and done.
The overall goal for Makei is to impact this world globally.
Okay.
I want people to be able to show up bigger, braver, and bolder in life and in business. And basically, skin is a huge part of our confidence.
Right.
And so I can't be one-on-one with you and touch the world globally. So what other way can I do that? I have to do that through my service. And part of that service is the skincare. I'm thinking about everything in the skincare. I'm thinking about the mental health part of it. So a lot of our products have botanical ingredients in it that's aromatic therapeutic for your mental, to have your mental calm down, to have you, relax. So I think the overall goal is just for everyone to be mentally healthy.
And on that tip, being that you've been dealing in beauty and skin and such, what have you found is the connection between mental health, confidence, skin, in the people that you service?
I'm going to say just from my clients, a lot of people that come through my door, the first thing that they say is, "Ooh, girl, hurry up and open up at the door, because I don't want nobody to see me looking like this." Okay. So I would say when it comes down to beauty, between the makeup and especially the skincare, it's going to always hit home with the skin. Skin will keep you from showing up in the boardroom. Skin will keep you from speaking up in politics. Skin will keep you from doing anything in life. So I think that's the overall connection in the beauty industry is the skin.
Right.
A lot of people use makeup to cover up their imperfections. Right. So I think the overall goal for us in Makei is to push healthy skin and not flawless skin. So
that's a very great thing to say, and a great distinction to make. Anything that, outside of seeing you and getting your products personally, which we hope that people do, to make their skin better just in their everyday lives, of just a few tips of the trade, the tools of the trade to make themselves better, that you can think of?
I mean, to make your skin healthier, it's going to boil down to you taking that time every day.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the time. They feel like they don't have the time.
Right.
Like I said earlier, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's all it really takes. It's for you to get on a consistent skincare regimen and make it simple. Don't, go into Sephora and overwhelm yourself. You just need a gentle cleanser. You need an exfoliator that you can do twice a week. You need your toner and you need your moisturizer. And of course, always remember to protect your skin in the daytime, and it's going to repair itself at night. So make sure you have your SPF in the daytime.
Okay, that's great. And SPF is needed for people of darker hue.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about that myth for a little bit. That we always heard, like, we don't have to have no sun color stuff.
Or if you want to look like leather, go ahead and not, put it on. But yeah, we need it. Everyone needs it.
Okay. So
even in the wintertime, make sure you put it on because there's still damage being done to your skin.
That's a great thing to say. That's very will help us a lot with hearing things like that from somebody that's knowledgeable. Let's see. Funniest or craziest story that you've dealt. Of course, no names have to be said. But if you can think of anything in your line of business over the years.
I'm going to go back to the myths. Okay, so the craziest thing craziest thing that we used to hear, especially in the black community, in black households, is to clear a pimple, you need to put toothpaste on it.
Okay.
The craziest case I have seen is somebody did that and it burned a hole in their skin.
Oh, okay.
So do not put toothpaste on your pimples.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah, that was the craziest case ever. Yeah, it literally, they had a hole in their skin.
And you got to deal with it?
Yeah, I had to deal with it.
And were you able to bring them back to health?
Yeah, I was able to do it, but it took a while.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, well, we're getting up close to the end. Do you have any final thoughts that you want to leave the people with before we head on out?
Yes, my final thoughts, I would say, is I do want to encourage everyone to take the time out to care about themselves. It's okay to unplug from social media. It's okay to unplug from your kids even. That's why, I'm pushing this mental health part of the skincare brand. So I would say make sure you're taking that time every single day to check in with yourself because you cannot be of service to anyone else if you're not of service to yourself.
Wise words. All right, so the people are going to want to know, how are they able to get in contact with Laketta? Okay,
so of course, you can go to my Pinterest. Pinterest is Makei Beauty. You can find me on Instagram at Makei_image_beauty. And you can. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the FB. FB is Makei Makeup and Skincare. So yeah.
And how do you spell it?
Makei. It's M as in mom, AKEI.
All right. Well, that is amazing. This is a great interview, Laketta. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks
Wish
for having
you success,
me.
Joy.
Thank you.
And everything that comes with it.
Absolutely. Likewise.
And thank you all for taking the time to listen to 365 Days of Praise, where every day is a cause for celebration when the cause is worth celebrating. I'm Poe, and I'm out. Thank you.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. It was very insightful. Had a great time just chatting it up with Poe. And for again, all of you are aspiring entrepreneurs or just aspiring to do or be anything that your heart desires. I just say start. Just start. Start where you are. That's exactly what I did. I started where I was. It wasn't, of course, there was a lot of planning, behind the scenes. Especially, don't just up and quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just start. And as I mentioned earlier, micro steps equals macro results. So, as always, if you have not gotten your Confidence on Stilettos journal, please be sure to pick that up. And you can get that on our website at www.confidence confidenceonstilettos.com, or you definitely can go on the Amazon store and get your Confidence on Stilettos journal. Everything will be in the description link below. And please go out and support our boy Poe with the Art of Poe Media. And he's a photographer, so he is on Instagram under The Art of Poe. His website is www.theartofpoe.com. So those of you who are in the Tampa Bay area and are in need of any photography services, please feel free to reach out to him. He also has a YouTube, which is The Art of Poe Media. So don't hesitate to go over there and look at some of the amazing content that he's putting out and will be putting out. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and we'll chat it up here soon. All right now. Bye.